Now we're cooking. It's a coach. You're immersed in the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Dalvin Cook. He's back and coming off a big game a weekend ago, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the New York Giants. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win.
Watch the pass.
Darnold on first down. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Time to feature the offensive starters, and our first chance to get a look at Parker.
Devontae Parker came out of Louisville with a guy who was known as a mature receiver. Runs routes really well, but the best part of his game, he'll jump over you at the end of a route and go get the football.
Watch the shit.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. A look now at the defensive starters for the Cardinals. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Darnold. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Cook. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. picked off near the 42. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Parker, the intended target. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. You in Tucson. You ain't doing nothing today. Ready to go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Here we go. 8, read.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The numbers for Jones last week, there isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Second and 1. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And I think he's a guy, if they had let him walk, no one was going to be shouting from the top of a mountain. But he's a good guy. He's a good locker room guy, too.
Good locker room and a good player. I mean, he's a valuable starter for them. And if you just want to start over and maybe bring in someone new, the learning curve might be a little bit big. So it's a good job by getting him taken care of, and now they can move forward.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. Second and 6. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So
he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give to Cook out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Hey, pick your game up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Xavier Woods with a pick. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. Touchdown, Cardinals! Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Zerline now for the PAT. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense trots back onto the field, and we shine our Madden spotlight on Sam Darnold. And I guess right now as we look at some of his struggles today, the term next play really applies here. He's got to move on.
I love where your head is on that because that's where his head needs to be, exactly what you said. Yes, there have been mistakes made, but he's got to move on and play the next play as if it didn't happen, keep his confidence up. But how about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've got to be feeling great about what's going on right now. They've already gotten to him a few times. They want to keep that up. Maybe they can pick off a few more.
Well, they disrupted already for 3 INTs.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
58, boys, 58, 58. Here we go, all day, defense, all day.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Down. 6 feet out wide. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they ready to go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Second and 11. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll come out in the pistol. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another first and goal. Now Jones. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and a route is on here in this first half. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Giants. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Buying time to his left. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Flushed out right. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Welcome back, everyone, to MetLife Stadium here in New Jersey. It's Cardinal football as we rejoin the action in the first quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground with Jones. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Aaron Donald with a sack. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Welcome back to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. It's Cardinal football as we rejoin the action in the first quarter. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
On second down, Cook. And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. And this will be taken at the 13.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 30 pace, let's go.
Come on, QB, come on.
He'll look to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. 22 yards there, a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. That's taken in by Callaway. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier to shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop the throw. Buying time to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2nd and 2. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out, give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hunter Renfrow, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and that'll bring up second down. Back to the air, Darnold on second down, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Darnold to throw again. He finds Taylor. Complete. 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd and 4. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line.
After the sack, you could understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish, but he looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive, and picked up that first down in the process.
Ready, ready. 60, orange. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the check. Ready.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Cordero Patterson, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Zerline now for the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. 5 plays there on that drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll get this out wide to Taylor. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
A
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Out of the shotgun. Here's Darnold. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Darnold now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now Darnold. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll run it with Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Devin McCourty brings him down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. He's got a man. Complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. And even 50 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion, went just shy of the marker. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
61. Matchbox, right.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Alluding to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw, and that'll be incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 17. Being chased out left. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. They'll set up to throw.
I know they
Welcome back, everyone, to MetLife Stadium here in New Jersey. We're in the second quarter, and it's the Cardinals. In control of the football. The offense. Is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. Looking to throw, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Aaron Jones, he scored on the ground and through the air as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Zerline good with a PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. A 10-play drive that time, and it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Man open. It's Goodwin. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. They'll look to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I'm here all day.
Ready, go.
Back to throw. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
First down, Cardinals. Back to throw now on first down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pour it on. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So that drive in total 8 plays, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Mitchell Trubisky, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, we're out to check out another game, and they were winners in that game over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. 20-10 was the final. And then finally, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the Miami Dolphins and the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
How many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And now running right through him and getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. They're going to look to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The football belongs to the Cardinals as we get set to rejoin the action in quarter number 3. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Buying time to his left. Welcome back to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The football belongs to the Cardinals as we get set to rejoin the action in quarter number 3. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Forced out to his left. Towards the end zone for Brown. Welcome back, everyone, to MetLife Stadium here in New Jersey. The football belongs to the Cardinals as we get set to rejoin the action in quarter number 3. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From 4th down to 1st. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll set up a throw. His throw incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll look to throw here. This will be caught by Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This is Jones. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Still searching for that first interception in this game and down on the scoreboard. Remember, they won last week, and a big reason why they had 3 picks.
And one characteristic I've always noticed about great defenses is that they want to be the ones that have a huge impact on the game and actually lead their teams to victory. So you just noted 3 interceptions last week, and they won. A little extra pressure that they're feeling right now because they haven't gotten those interceptions in this game, and they're losing.
Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cook. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
We're going to sign. 951. And 80. Screen. Pass.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got him in. It's Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10. And an alley to run. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Grace don't travel. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
Shift. Big air. Jump.
Ready, go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for them and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the night as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Darnold from the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It got his man complete.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw is Darnold. He finds Taylor. Complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Play action. It's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks. And they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Pilot 64, weak. And go.
They'll go again to Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it third down. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The football belongs to the Cardinals as we get set to rejoin the action in quarter number 3. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 10 Tucson. Check 43. Ready, go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Get it, baby. Here we go. Flipper. H. Reed. Woo-hoo. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
2nd and 5. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So that one a long 11-play drive, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
7 yards there and a first down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike 51, double dog, that's the way.
On first down, it's Darnold. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Darnold. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Darnold now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. That is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passing we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Past the 20. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Touchdown, Arizona! So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And some space here. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Darnold now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Darnold completes it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw, Darnold. It's complete. This is Starks. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he'll find Moreau here. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
We're going to sign. We're going to red 80. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Right here, guys. Fight 51. All day, baby, all day.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Darnold. Welcome back to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. We're in the fourth quarter now, and the Giants in possession of the football. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Five down.
Darnold. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And it's for pride now, but the Giants do get a bit closer.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. The open man here, Renfro.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Being chased out left. He'll run it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Second and 2. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll look to throw. And a loose football. Welcome back, everyone, to MetLife Stadium here in New Jersey. It's the Cardinals in control of the football as we wind our way toward a conclusion in the fourth quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Their mobile, agile quarterback. He flat out can't be stopped as his guys continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Welcome back to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. It's the Cardinals in control of the football as we wind our way toward a conclusion in the fourth quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just Welcome back, everyone, to MetLife Stadium here in New Jersey. It's the Cardinals in control of the football as we wind our way toward a conclusion in the fourth quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's Brown. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Darnold setting up the screen for Cook. Always. Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. We're in the fourth quarter now, and the Giants in possession of the football. Darnold on 3rd down. Goodwin able to haul it in. 13 yards. Good for a Giant first down. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
and that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are. But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught by Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it.
Great job, D. Great job. One tight end.
He'll look to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Flushed out right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback who's Welcome back to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. It's the Cardinals in control of the football as we wind our way toward a conclusion in the fourth quarter. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
Let's go, baby.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Arizona, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from East Rutherford.